Hi, my name is Luann Welsh, and I'm the director of a new modern event center called Lex 530, located in Elkhart, Indiana. I have over 20 years experience planning parties, working with brides, catering, and even teaching hospitality classes at our local culinary school. On Weddings with Luann, I would like to share my experiences and expertise with you to help you plan your wedding day. Today we're going to talk about napkin folding. Most formal dinners opt to use cloth napkins, and typically they are folded in fancy ways. Weddings, holiday parties, or even a holiday dinner you host in your own home is an opportunity to fold napkins. I know that some of you may have seen folded napkins in the past and thought, whoa, that's very, very hard to do. But folding napkins is very easy if you have a little instruction. I was able to teach every server that ever worked for me. They would tell you, though, they've folded thousands of napkins. I'm going to show you a couple of different napkin folds. Just follow along with the video and you can be a pro too. The first one is what I call the tavern fold, and it's easy. It's an easy go-to fold that looks good for any event, and it's really easy enough for children about 8 years old and up to help with. Just start with your regular square napkin. You're going to turn it so that you can fold the napkin into a triangle. You always want to check your seam there. You'll pull these corners up. So now you're back to a square. You want to take your hands and grab this, flip it over, and then pull the edges just to the edge, because when you fold it over you don't want to see that seam. So then just fold one side over and then you can hold it up just like this. You would put this napkin with the outside facing to the inside of the table if you were at a round table. Or you could put it this way if you want the guests to see the seam when they come in. So it's your call. The second is a tuxedo fold. It's great for weddings or a very fancy affair. I last used the tuxedo fold for my daughter's prom dinner. For the tuxedo fold, again, you'll start with a regular square napkin. You're going to fold it into a triangle. Again, lots of them start this way. Press that seam down, but now you're going to grab these edges and just flip it up so that it's not very fat, maybe 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Hang on to it and flip it over. You're going to pull these down like you did on the last one, so that it's kind of dog-eared. So now the napkin looks like this. You're almost to the tuxedo. So you're going to make sure that you tuck. You have to think of if a man is wearing a jacket, you need to make sure that he has some shoulders. So first you're going to tuck this under, then you will tuck the sides under, being careful to make sure that you have some shoulder there so it doesn't look like he never worked out ever in his life. So you put that there. So it looks like a tuxedo. Let me move that there. And you can even put something on there to look like a lapel pin or a boutonniere. You can use a little glass bead, anything to dress it up. It looks really cool. The third fold is what I call the fleur-de-lis. It's great because it's a little taller and it provides a space for a decoration like a flower or this feather or even a place card so the person can find their seat. For the fleur-de-lis, you start again with a regular square napkin. You're going to make it into a triangle, check those seams, pull each side up so that you have your dog ears again. And here, you take your fingers under, you're going to flip this up so that you have about 2 inches on either side and pull this down. You don't want this to be any farther down than the edge because that way it won't stand up. You can flip this over, hang on to it so it doesn't come apart, flip it over. you're gonna pull one side in just about halfway and make sure that it lines up so that it's straight. The other side comes in and you tuck that in. Now carefully put your hand in so that you're holding this seam. You're gonna flip it up and you can pull these flaps down so that it looks more like a flower or a fleur, which is French for flower. Just make sure when you're fluffing it up, you're hanging onto it so it doesn't collapse on you. You could put a name tag in there so somebody can find their seat. You can put a flower, or today I'm using a feather and they look great. And last, I thought I'd show you one that you could use for a winter party or a holiday party. You could just change the napkin color if you want it to be a little less Christmassy. This one requires another square napkin. So you're going to fold it in half so that it's in a rectangle. Make sure that your seams are pretty even as they can be. Then you're going to fold that in half so it's a square. Turn it so that the seams are facing you. You're going to pull the top seam up just so it's got a little bit of space. Then the next one will do the same thing. You just keep kind of alternating them so they don't come quite to the same level as the one ahead of them. Fold them all up and then again hang on real good before you flip. Then just bring one side in, and you want to bring that so that it's square to the top. This is a little bit different than the one we did before. And then the other side comes over. So it almost looks like a little funnel. Hang on to it again and flip it over. So you'll take the top one and tuck it in so that it's kind of a little puffy. The next one, same thing. You're trying to hide the seams as best you can. It's not going to be perfect because it's not originally intended to be folded up this way. But take your time and you'll be able to get it after you practice a couple of times. The last time, you just want to fold it under so that it looks like the bottom of a tree. So this can be used for a holiday party, or if you are getting married in the winter, you could use it for that. If you use it for a winter wedding and you don't want to use green, you could use a silver or a gray, and it would look really neat. It would look like a nice winter scene. You could put something in the top. You could put, as it lays down, you could put maybe a Hershey's Kiss for the star, or even a glass bead to dress it up. But that's the Christmas tree. If you're currently looking for a venue and are interested in Lex 530, please contact me at luann@lex530.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.